Hello, everyone. This is the first installment of the Unknown Podcast.
I was
Didn't take
waiting
long.
for it.
Yeah,
I was waiting for
that's
it.
going into the
It
outro.
was-
No,
Jim.
this is all going in. This is all in.
It's
I'm not
all
cutting
going
out.
in?
Yeah,
Okay.
One
not-
shot. Fuck it, we're doing it live.
yeah.
Okay.
This is live. But anyway, this is the
Alright.
first installment of the Unknown Podcast. We don't have a name yet because we don't even know if this is going to be an official thing. But yeah, we're just gonna here to try it out. Remember, this is just an experiment. It's not really official or anything like that. But anyway, I'm with my hosts. 8 Metal Alloy as I can't
Oh,
fucking
you
speak.
fucked it up
dude.
already.
I can't speak. Alright,
Yeah.
but no, I'm with hosts Nate. Nate, say hi.
Hi.
I'm
Yeah,
with another host is Jeremiah.
Hey yo, what's up?
I'm with my third hostess, Lord Based,
Hi.
and my final hostess is Gabe.
Jeremiah, did you really say hey yo?
Yeah, and then I
Your
added
ass.
a what?
I'm gonna kick your ass.
Then I added a what's up in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Was that not
Hey
sufficient?
yo.
No, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Okay, alright.
You say hey yo, I'm kicking your ass.
Okay, but first topic, guys. How was your guys' day? Anything special or crazy happen?
I got snowed in. I think most of us did because of
I called
crazy
into
ass
work.
weather.
Bro, I slept. Called into work.
You coward. Oh yeah, wait. So wait, did the snow actually stop you from going to work?
It did. I couldn't go. Like our cars can't move, and
Yeah,
Lyft
it's
doesn't
still
have any
dumping
drivers.
so much snow right now, but it's nice. Jeremiah, you've been getting a bunch of snow, right?
No, it rained a fuck ton. Like a fuck ton.
What, did
Oh.
you get any flood warnings or anything?
No, it just rained.
That's crazy,
Yeah.
bro.
Just a bunch of rain. Actually threw off a couple plans I had. I was supposed to go to PT with one of the police that I have, but I was like, nah, I ain't working out today.
Dude,
It's raining. Look outside.
how you gonna go play PT with your friends? What the hell?
Oh
I don't got multiplayer mode.
no, it ain't got multiplayer. Sorry, boys. I
Playing
would think
PT
so.
with your friends? Why are you guys
Why-
playing PT with your friends? You play with PPs with your friends.
Yeah, we always play with PPs and shit. Yeah.
Why
Alright.
weren't you training in the rain, bro? You should just cover yourself in oil.
We tried that once and it didn't work out very
Once.
well.
I
so,
lost
yeah.
3 members
Yeah.
of my team.
Yeah, 3 of us gone.
One of them
Like,
isn't
stop
coming back
raining.
down.
It's like, so this story. It all started like normal day, average day in Vietnam. This is kind of like the calm before the storm kind of part of the story, okay? And then all of a sudden, bam, literal storm.
For fuck's sake.
We went home.
We went home. We're out. We went home.
So you know how like I have 2 different types of dogs in my house. Like one of them very small, one of them pretty big. The big dogs are like up to their heads in snow, and the little guys, I like you throw them in the snow and you lose track of them.
They
Black
never come
dogs
back.
do.
They just sink in. Just done. They're gone.
Yeah.
Damn, Mr. Lord Bass got his own laughing track like in his
Yeah,
background.
did you hear that? I heard. He was like,
You can
guys,
hear
since
them
it's snowed a
all the way-
bunch. Oh, hi, hi.
You guys can hear them. I thought
Not
or-
fully,
okay.
but it makes it
Nah.
funnier. It's okay.
Okay.
Only when like a big rouse of laughter comes through. Speaking of dogs, my new husky, she's enjoying the new weather.
I bet.
Yeah. First thing she did when I let her out was frolic. Never seen a dog frolic in snow. Same way she did.
It's a husky.
Yeah. I got a video. I could send it actually.
Oh, if you want to, yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, nobody will be able to unless like it's sort of visual.
It's a video of a dog
No, I
prancing
mean
around
like
the
the
backyard.
podcast, dummy.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna be able to view it because I don't know how to do double like
This,
things.
this is
Well-
an audio thing that people listen to on their way to work. or
Well,
while
I'm
banging their
terribly
girlfriend.
sorry about that. It's a dog prancing around. You can imagine a husky, like a little baby husky, prancing around.
Okay.
If it's that hard for you, then
I need a visual, okay? Like,
if it's that hard for you to imagine a dog dancing around in the snow, then
What's that?
That's just
Yeah,
insane.
yeah. People watching this podcast are all like, "What's a husky?" What the fuck?
Dude,
What the fuck?
hind legs
what the
doing the
fuck?
boogie woogie.
Bro,
Yeah.
like, what is a husky, bro?
What is a husky, man?
Man, I can imagine that's probably the only viewership we're gonna get of podcasts. Like, oh, bro, what is going on, bro?
Unknown podcast. That
What-
sounds pretty
What
sick.
the hell is the? What the hell is a husky?
Free on Spotify and Google Play.
Man, I should
Google
really go
Play.
harass people at like the gas station or something.
Let's
And
go.
before we get into our tonight's episode, we need to go and give you 3 sponsors. First one is from Idle Champions.
Then we got the Grubhub, and then no,
Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
yeah. All right.
That was garbage. Don't make that joke ever again. Oh my god. But Gabe, how is it? How is it in general just having a husky? Like,
She's the more like I've had a few dogs in my lifetime, and she's definitely the most energetic. Because my old dogs, they were Dobermans, like Hades and Gaia. They were. We actually got Hades when he was a bit older. She, like our current dog Iffy, she is only about 3 months old, and for a husky, that is like extremely energetic. Huskies are energetic. You guys get that. And my whole family isn't used to it. Don't worry about it. But we're adjusting. I think the primary thing is that my family gets tired of them, or they get tired of her chewing on their hands, and she comes in here, and then I start fighting her until she gets tired. So
that's cool. But in general,
Yeah.
is it good to have the husky? Little husky?
yeah, she's awesome. She kind of stinks, but that's just puppy, I think.
That's 'cause you're
What if
husky.
we had a low bit rate the whole time we were doing the podcast?
God.
Like as we're talking about this, it gets progressively worse.
We
And worse
might as well
and
like
worse
be
and
recording
worse.
on an Xbox 360.
Just,
Like,
hey
that's-
guys,
yeah.
welcome back to the
Xbox 360 podcast.
and it just cuts
Yup, we're
out.
out.
Everyone just like, hey, guys, welcome to the podcast, guys.
I hope you guys are
Make it
really
sound
enjoying
like
the
We're gonna
podcast
be talking
today.
about some pretty base topics.
My God.
We're out with
I hope you guys are enjoying the podcast.
Dude, everyone clicked off right now. Whoever's watching this is just like, oh.
What do you mean?
I shouldn't talk too much about the viewer themselves.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, you want to be a part of this, in which
Well-
case, too damn bad.
Yeah, whoever's
Yeah.
viewing this,
Vote
I
down
hate
below.
you.
Yeah. This was one of those MFN questions, bro. So let's hear them.
Oh, okay. So quarantine, right? We're all in a pandemic. Sucks to suck.
Yep.
Yeah. it
Anything? I don't know. I don't really know how to ask this question, but how has quarantine been treating you? Like ever since it started, like what's been majorly different for you?
Banks me like a hooker every other night.
Okay.
I
Alright.
have something.
What,
All right, go Gabe.
Well, first things first that happened to me when this whole pandemic happened. I remember joking about it with my boss about how, like, oh man, it might get serious. And then my boss said, "Nah, that you're crazy." And then the very next week, I get a call saying, "Hey, we don't need you to come in. We're letting a bunch of people go ahead and take next week off for the sake of COVID." And then 4 weeks later, I get a text that we're gonna have to let a bunch of people go. Sorry, you're one of them. So
Oh,
first thing
man.
COVID did to me was made me lose my job when I was about to start taking on more hours and making the idea of moving out of my house a reality. So that was kind of cool. But luckily I've been able to just hang out.
Yeah.
Finding a job is hard as fuck, but whatever.
you're trying. That's what I respect.
That's all
You're,
that
n-
matters.
you're not just sitting on your back and being like, oh,
Yeah.
well, it's too hard to find a job. No, you're actually trying to get a job. And it is actually difficult.
At least 2 a day for like the last 6 months.
Damn.
But yeah, go on.
Is it-
Somebody else.
Isn't that crazy? Like, real quick, isn't that crazy how I still remember the school saying, hey, spring break it's gonna be extended 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Hey guys, no.
Spring break. Hey guys, spring break isn't ending.
you're taking a break for the rest of your life.
Indefinite spring break.
Yeah, literally. Oh my god.
God,
Yeah,
I do
and
not want to have to deal with indefinite spring break. That would fucking suck.
yeah,
Yeah, dude, I'm
Bro, that's what
still on
retirement is.
spring break, dude.
Yeah.
And seeing as it's snowing outside right now, it's not looking good.
yeah, true,
know?
true that. But anyway, back on the topic. How's quarantine been treating you guys? Anything crazy happen, or just I don't know
Well,
how it's been treating you? Anything
For
different?
me, nothing's changed, to be honest. I literally do the same thing that I've done for like past fucking forever. The only thing that really changed is the fact that you can't walk in to eat at fucking McDonald's, and it pisses me off. But you know that's another topic altogether. But yeah, nothing's changed for me, so I'm sure these other two guys can give you a better answer.
I feel you.
I'm
No, I feel
I'm
you.
still eating at IHOP with the fellas every other weekend, so I'm good.
Fuck, you guys got IHOP?
Yeah, we got IHOP.
Shit.
Down here, I'll treat you to some IHOP. Down
I
here
will.
being South Africa, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, greetings, fellow Eastern Europeans. How are you
Click
guys
clock.
doing today?
Oh my
A
god.
Hello
beautiful
and
day in
welcome from
Iraq.
Southeast Taiwan.
Southeast Taiwan.
That's great.
Bro, over here inside of Anchorage, Alaska, I feel like the weather's doing pretty well.
Hey, good to that. Let's go.
Snowed a little bit today. Can't go to work.
Down here in
So,
Mexico.
So, how's the how's the weather down in Mexico City?
It's hot. It's hot.
Fuck.
It's hot. It's really
Now we're
Are you talking
hot.
about the weather or the people?
They're hot.
The people aren't hot.
Yeah, they aren't.
Boy,
Well, I mean, no,
no,
they
they're
are
not.
hot, like on a trail, like of like being arrested and I don't know. Anyway,
Could you imagine? This
anyway,
podcast blows up for no real reason.
You know what else is hot in Mexico City? Crime. Crime.
That is very true.
I think we're gonna have to put a fork in this one because I know where this is gonna end up
Yeah,
leading.
Yeah,
let's
we're
just
not.
move on.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
stopping here. We're stopping here.
Mexico's sick, by the way. Love you, Mexico.
No, it
if
ain't.
you're
I'm
watching
half
this.
Mexican. I get to say shit like that. All right, let's go.
But yeah, Nate, how's quarantine been treating you? Like anything
Well,
start,
it,
finish,
it
anything different?
ended my gymnastics career.
Oh.
No joke. My last season of gymnastics was going so well. I was doing well. I was scoring high, placing high, and then like a week or two before the state championship, all of the meets ended up closing because of COVID.
Jeez.
Damn, bro, you didn't have to reveal how white you were to the entire world.
Yeah, damn, bro.
Bro, they can already see right through me. I mean, come on.
Bro, you should have just did like a backflips over those. Like, COVID ain't no obstacle, bro. You got
On the screen now is Nate's real phone number. Go ahead and call it.
give him support during these hard times. But no,
But-
isn't that crazy how it's just like even when everything is going so well, life will always throw a wrench in any plans you have. It's just your job to just get past it. And it's just crazy how everything happens.
Inspirational as fuck.
Great. So, what's the next question?
But no, I think the only thing I think for me, I was supposed to start training in May, like fully getting a trainer and all that, and all the
Who's
gyms
May?
and everything was closed. Wait, what did you just ask? What did you ask? Who's May?
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god, my body hurts. Like,
Oh man. But no, yeah, I was supposed to start training in May. I was supposed to do a bunch of stuff, as well as going on a trip to visit Jeremiah, but that was postponed until this coming months. Yeah, that sucked, but we're here
driving
now.
all the way down to Iran to visit him.
yeah, it's not just
down to Iran. Where are we now?
What do you mean, where are we now?
We're
in
we're
Upper
in
Russia?
Eastern Russia.
Yeah.
Oh, my fault.
Oh, my fault. Let me just cross the Mediterranean right
I've been
quick.
sent to
You
jail
go
4
down
times.
into the right enough, you could probably land anywhere.
Yeah.
Oh man. But yeah, next question. I was gonna ask you guys, like, I mean, this is kind of a follow up, but during this quarantine, whatever, have you guys developed any new hobbies or tendencies or just something to do, a task that you do now?
I mean, it's not new, but I've kind of doubled down on writing Dungeons and Dragons stuff.
That's nice.
Like
You have time to
whenever
read?
I'm not like playing Warhammer or like doing whatever on my computer, I'm reading through my books to make a new campaign or character.
That's nice. That's
Hmm.
nice. That's nice. That's nice.
Man, I've like jacked off like more than I ever have in my life throughout. That's probably like 90% of guys throughout COVID, to be honest. Man, that's far too relatable. Now I gotta come up with something other than that. Working out a lot more, I guess. Yeah,
That's good.
that's probably it. Running.
That's a pretty good one to develop. I'd go out for a run right now, but it's
No, you
the,
wouldn't.
the rain's
Don't
frozen.
lie
I
to
wouldn't.
yourself.
I'm not. Yeah, you're right. I wouldn't run, but
He doesn't need
Feel like
to. He
Just a
levitates.
It'd be a crisp walk. That's all it would be.
A
He
crispy walk.
levitates.
take my
A,
gamer
a
chair out
crisp
for a ride.
walk.
Gamer on a leash. Oh my god. Gabe, how
Oh,
about
no.
you though? Any new
Hmm?
hobbies or anything? Any new stuff you've been
Well-
doing during this pandemic?
Well, as far as things that I do, it hasn't really changed the amount of like whatever I do. Like it hasn't really gone down. Besides just like having so much fucking free time combined with this, so it's mostly me. I know we're not supposed to do this and all that shit, but I've been spending a lot more time with like my grandma or just around my family, just because of how this is all ended up with. Because recently my grandfather passed away, so now she's just dead alone in that house.
Right.
Uh,
So that's just kind of come along. Don't mean to
to
suddenly
clarify, she's
make things-
alive.
Yes, she is fine.
Yeah,
she's alone.
dead alone. In
The house is dead.
Yeah,
She
you've
is
been
just the only one in there. That's what I mean. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
in all seriousness, sorry for your loss, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I'm not trying to do
I'm
that.
keep up when you were talking about your dead grandpa, but
I didn't mean to like bring it down. I was just saying in relation. That's just what I've done more of, is gone to see my grandmother for that reason.
More family time, right?
Yeah,
That's good. That's good. That's
I
good.
think the
That's good.
more impressive thing about this whole deal is just what people haven't done.
Yeah. You really start to think about that when you're sitting in your room. You're like, wow, I could have done this like a year before, but I didn't. And now I'm thinking about it for some reason.
Haha, I got like 4 of those right off the top of my head.
Yeah.
We'll use that for the next question round. Who's next for the shit that they're doing now?
Yeah, Nate.
Nate?
I mean, I haven't really been doing anything special. I've just kind of been sitting around, not doing anything, waiting for college to start. And then went to college, and now I've been stuck in my dorm room for the past 6 months.
He's locked in there. He's not even in a college program. They just kidnapped him.
He's just at the college.
Yep.
That guy you hear yelling, he's in another room. He's guarding the room that he's in right now.
Other side of the door.
He's in London's university.
But not for me. I
London,
just
Cincinnati.
He's in the dungeon,
and he's in the
Yep.
dungeon.
Been mine.
and his dungeon has Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi.
It's the bad boy dungeon.
Student
Instead
watches.
of using it to call for help,
Student
It's just-
watches ball again. Night.
he gets naked.
I just like his accent. It's just him saying naked for some reason. It's the funniest thing. Yeah, no, the only hobbies that I've developed or like new stuff is that like I've been doing a lot more of exercise, and working out, because I have nothing else to do. So it's like that's the majority of what takes up my time now.
Well, so let's talk more about this May person. I want to know. I want to know more about them.
You
Yeah.
may be dead in a day or two if you don't shut your mouth. Okay, so this is just like completely off topic to the pandemic because I kind of want to get off of that train of thought. But so gaming, right? We all game. Gaming's pretty cool.
Yeah, I consider myself a gamer.
But
Yes,
Have
I
you-
also have my virginity intact.
reinforcing.
Reinforcing virginity.
He just drinks Mountain Dew and gains 10
Yeah,
pounds.
I have a chastity cage on at all times.
You have a
Do those things
chastity.
let you pee?
You have a chastity cage. I have a chest cavity.
It's a little hole. That's how I pee.
Oh,
Hole in the front.
No,
a little hole like that, you might slip out.
God, shut up. I don't want to talk about it. But no, so we're all gamers, right? So have you guys noticed? I mean, hell, even like in the past 10 years, not 10 years, maybe 5, but gaming. I mean, for me, from my point, it's starting to go down the route of it looks pretty, but I could care less about the story. Even though like games before that would run at 144p had probably the greatest story to ever be written, or like
Yeah.
something to follow. Like, do you guys notice that as like just being a popular trend now with
Yeah.
any game that's coming
Yeah,
out?
game's becoming slowly shitter. I have noticed that.
It's
Like-
because
Mhm.
like, and we've all talked about this before, but like for context, it's just because that these companies that made these good games before are trying to recreate what they did instead of coming up with original ideas, and it's just like creating shittier and shittier stories as they go, and instead they're just trying to sell them for money. Just trying to recreate something that happened and would like did really good for them, and it's not working out in the long run. So.
It's become more of an industry rather than an art form.
What the fuck is happening? Hey, you better tell that guard that friends can hear him.
Nah.
Yeah, bro.
Wait,
Trying to say
Collect
what
more
were-
evidence.
Gabe, what were you saying?
I was just saying that the primary problem with it is that, just to say it another way, the same thing, I guess, is that companies have gone and shifted from trying to make what they want to make to making the thing that'll make them the most amount of money.
I hate that, man.
Because imagine trying to push a game like Plants vs Zombies now. Just completely erase Plants vs Zombies from the timeline and then put it in now. How do you think it would function? How do you think it would go? It would probably end up exactly like all those fucking mobile ads. Or actually, no. It would be just as no. That's the thing. If you pushed it as a console or a PC game, it wouldn't fly. Push it as a mobile game, it'll be the best shit since sliced bread.
Yeah, it's kind of like whenever they tried to make
Mobile
fucking Diablo work on mobile, and it like people fucking shat on them.
Yeah. You shouldn't take big games and put them onto simple devices. Are you stupid? I get it. You're trying to get into the mobile gaming scene because it cranks out so much fucking money. But have you seen like all the new mobile games like you get advertisements for? Like, oh my god, I can't solve the puzzle. Hey, look, it's my mom doing
Oh
the
my
thing instead of me.
The
Then you got
mom
the ones
versus
where the
dad,
characters-
and it shows the
Yeah.
dad literally just killing himself, and the mom is going ultra tryhard mode.
Yeah.
Then you got the ones that are like making mouth noises, like simulating real life and contemplating like whether or not they should roofie someone to rape them. And they're like, mm-hmm.
Yeah, those.
And they got
Uh-huh.
yeah, just like that.
I've seen an ad that was like level 1, and it was like some guy with like a tiny sword and a little dog, and it was like level 100. It was a fucking dragon. I was like, what?
What?
I don't think a dog turns into a dragon.
Dude, I studied biology, and I must have studied weird.
I believe the thing that's happening is that they're letting Chinese companies just mass produce games and stuff like that, and then it's able to be pushed on us. Remember when
Yeah.
it first came out, Jetpack Joyride,
Yeah.
and like beat the boss or something like that.
Tsunami,
Oh, okay. Zombie Tsunami. Now it's all just copy and pasted with like
It's-
the fucking what's it called? Those little clay doll dudes and those default animations. Like
Oh
you ever seen
god.
the blob one where you like run in a race? It's like the same game as those
Oh
big ones. but better.
yeah.
No, the first one of that kind, I have to say, I think it was waterpark.io, where it
Oh,
was
wow.
the character going down the water slide,
Oh
and you could fling yourself
yeah.
off the sides. That was the first time I ever saw those characters.
Yeah. I'm with Nate on that one. I think that was
Yeah.
when it started.
I
As
blame
far as
the full success of IO games.
yeah. As far as like the gaming scene goes right now, instead of the name brand, what do you I don't know what you call those, the AAA games that are out there with 343 and Activision and Bungie and Ubisoft, like those games are just progressively getting shittier. But the new gaming scene that I think that's gaining popularity and quick are the ones that are like really open world kind of MMOs that really doesn't have a story. It's just whatever you make of it. That's what I see
Yeah.
gaining a lot
Yeah.
of popularity
I
right
have
now.
yeah. I actually think it's a trend that's been going up in popularity.
I
And
think we're
now it's
seeing
time.
very
for-
high polarization.
Now it's time for an out of context quote. Bruh, I'm trying to be quiet. You're making me hard. From Cersei.
Yes.
That's
Beautiful history
garbage,
of that
That
quote.
dude.
one was from
That's
a while
edited,
ago.
man.
That was from a long
Oh
time
my
ago.
god. Fake
Yeah.
news. Fake news.
Yeah, I know it's edited. It's out of context. What?
I love
Yeah,
it.
that's
I
the
love
quote.
it though.
It's a good quote.
But yeah,
Yeah.
gaming is getting worse, I feel. Well, I mean for right now. I hate seeing it cuz I could care less that it could run at 8K. I want to pay attention to it. Cuz I mean, Cyberpunk for me, Cyberpunk, the new Fire Cyberpunk whatever. That was a good example because don't get me wrong, like the bugs and everything, that was bad, but with it being functional, because I watched the Rad Brad, in his playthrough, there was no bugs. Like it was barely any bugs to ruin the game or anything. And the story was good, but I was like, okay, like it was unfulfilling. Um, and I think that's a lot of games now that are coming out. They hype it up, it looks really good, and you just can't pay attention to it. You can't keep track of it, and I'll probably forget about the Cyberpunk story in the next like 2 years. Um, it just sucks that there's games that don't stick with you with the story anymore.
Dude, That's why GTA 5 has been like so fucking popular. Is because the story was okay, and then when everyone was done with the story and they came out with online, dude, they're making bank on that shit. It's like there's plenty of storyline to go along with GTA 5 online, but a lot of the stuff you do in that's just around just having a bunch of friends. From what I can see, just having a bunch of friends and having fun in that game. Like that's the funnest shit.
Yeah, there's only so many games that do that. And GTA 5 is like old now, isn't it?
It's fucking old.
It came
It's
out in
old as hell.
2013.
Like
Yeah.
my god.
Old for a video game.
And for the
A popular
PS5,
video
they
game.
released it again, like with the same trailer and everything. Like, hey guys, GTA 5, did you hear about it? It's pretty cool. It came out 2013. Just play it again.
It's pretty cool.
Still $50.
Dude, Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 is still $50. Those people were just ass. Those
No,
people
Black
are
Ops
fucking
2 is
dumb.
$60.
$60?
That doesn't make it any
Yes.
better.
Doesn't make it
Well,
any
That,
better.
that makes it
I'm
worse.
not saying making it better. I'm just correcting you, telling you that it's $60 still.
Last I checked, it was 50. If
Black
it's
Ops
60
1
now,
is
then
$30 right now.
holy shit.
Like in
No,
my
they
in my
can kick
lifetime,
their
I don't think
ass.
I'll ever see Black Ops 1 or 2 lower in price.
I remember seeing a thing it was like, get the entire Black Ops bundle. I was like, I think it was like an Activision bundle or whatever. It was like $960. I
Oh
was like,
yeah,
buy this.
that's like every Black Ops game they had or Call of Duty
Black
game.
Ops and all of the DLC. Yeah.
Like my God, I'm not paying only like almost $1,000. I could pay for like
Bro, I'm not
2
buying a
new
new
consoles.
computer.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wanna know how much my computer was?
How much?
How much?
I don't remember.
Oh,
It was
then
cheaper
why?
than that.
You know, yeah. Okay.
That's a good answer. Less than that.
Yeah. Less than that.
Yeah, a good segue to the next topic. Consoles. I don't think. I think the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5 are going to be the last console. I mean, I've already talked about this before, but I'm just going to bring it up now again.
One sec.
Um,
Jackson Soak's ass. I know he's not going to watch this, so.
Just had to add that in there. Okay.
oh,
Yeah.
man. But no, consoles. I feel they're not going to be consoles anymore, especially when they have computer parts in it. And I'm not really sad about that. Because it just means that like it's gonna reinforce my brain to just go to upgrading my PC instead of waiting for the next console. Because I'm gonna get the Series X, and that's gonna be the last console I'll ever purchase. Because I know for a fact the next one there's just gonna be more computer parts, and it's pretty much just gonna be a computer. There's not gonna be a console type deal with it.
Yeah. Well, maybe at that point, like, we'll stop having to deal with big companies like Microsoft coming and buy like certain games or certain, game developing communities and just fucking make games horrible. Maybe we'll actually get to stick with, a lot of the Steam powered games from, actual developers who start out on this platform.
Yeah.
I don't think
Instead of-
Microsoft has really come in and bought out anyone and made their game shit.
Well, I'm pretty sure when Microsoft bought out Bungie for didn't they buy them out for the Halo series? And then 343 was like it was the birth of that little action or that little interaction.
Yeah, but
And
they
yeah.
didn't ruin Bungie
Yeah,
by doing that.
they
They
didn't.
did-
No,
they
of course,
did-
of course they didn't ruin Bungie, but they did
did
fuck up the
lower it.
Halo series.
Yeah, and plus Bungie isn't doing their best right now either.
No, they're really not.
They're kind of screwing up Destiny. I mean, I understand
Yeah.
it was innovative, kind of, but I when Destiny was coming out, I was like, wow, this is just another spin off of Halo.
The only good thing I've seen come from Microsoft right now is just the work they've kind of done with Sea of Thieves. But Sea of Thieves lacks a little bit of content right now. I mean, what they're doing with it is kind of okay with the seasons. I don't mind it. I think it gives like players a lot more of a choice or a lot more, what do you call those, tasks to go and work away on. But that's kind of short lived.
I
Can only
think,
sail so many miles and then stop,
I think the
having
main
quests to sail miles
crutch,
for.
I think the main crutch for Sea of Thieves, as well as GTA 5, is the friends you make or the friends you play with.
Yeah.
Because without
Otherwise-
them, like it's like, wow, this game is like okay.
Yeah.
um,
That's like me and Gabe actually uninstalled Rainbow Six recently just so we could play a game that we
art.
actually enjoyed. Yeah.
Yeah, and I respect that decision. I'm glad you guys did.
Yeah, honestly.
You guys
but,
finally saw a reason.
yeah, we said
Yeah, I've been
fuck
telling
that
you guys to
game.
get rid of that game forever.
Yeah,
You're just like,
fuck
no.
that game, dude. Right, Gabe, fuck it. Fuck that game. Right.
As far as it goes, when it comes to actually like playing it with friends, it's the only thing I really do with certain people, and that's why I kept it in for so long. Like I can look at it right now, and it shows that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
In my
10,
bank
11,
account.
12 people who have played this game with me, and almost all of us have upwards of like 400 hours in it or 200 hours in it.
Yeah.
Like this game, it's there, and I bitch about it all the damn time whenever I'm playing it. Like, oh man, I wish they added this, but they're never gonna add something that I want because this type of game, they care about the competitive scene, and that's about it. But I
Which
can
is
talk about that.
shit because then people aren't going to want to get into it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Then you got all those that should have been a headshot moments and hitbox problems and just
That
general
happens
map
in every game.
glitches. Yeah,
There's just too many problems. But
just
the
fuck,
thing
man.
that's so stupid about Rainbow is that it's so addicting somewhat. Like I remember I took like a 2 month break off of Rainbow. Like when you guys were playing or whatever, I said I just was bored of it because I was getting completely bored. It just wasn't fun to me. But then I played it that one time, and then I started up again, and I want to play it. And it's annoying because I hate the game. I don't like Rainbow at all. I really don't. But playing it with you guys or I don't know, just screwing around. It's just for some reason entertaining, and it's mad. It makes me mad because I don't like Rainbow, but
It's not a fun game to play, like for us to play, just to play. Like but it is a really good game to play and have commentary over it, you know? It's kind of like all those compilation videos with those YouTubers. You don't watch it for the gameplay. You watch it to listen to their group of friends talk. That's the kind of game that I envision Rainbow Six Siege being fun with, like for us. It's just whenever we start getting into it and start playing it, that's when it stops being fun, you know?
yeah, I do see that.
And
Actually,
the
I don't mind.
moment where Rainbow became shit for me was when they decided to take away Mozzie's super shorty.
Yeah, that was the last straw. Nate had
Yeah, like
no crutch to go off of to come back to the game. He's like, uninstall.
like I was fine with the game before because Mozzie was a good all around character. I didn't really have to fit one role. I could help out wherever I was needed. But then they took away his super shorty and it was like, well, I can't aim because I don't know how to use a computer well at this point in time. So I guess I'll just die and leave the game.
Yeah, and I respect that decision.
Prime example of them caring too much about the competitive scene. Fucking crazy.
Yeah,
Literally the complaint was he's too good of an all-around character. He can't do that much.
yeah,
The
and that's
road
fucking
creep.
stupid. I was talking to actually that kind of ties into my old point that the game needs customization if it wants to survive. Like you remember the whole deal that made Halo so successful is that it had custom games. Like, oh hey, you want to go play Griffball, and then in the next installment they actually made that a real setup. Now
Yeah,
imagine if they did that to Rainbow, where like, oh yeah, I'm gonna set up Golden Gun, and it's actually Golden Gun, not just like, oh yeah, I made all of my friends switch to their secondaries and lower the health.
yeah,
No, no,
like
no.
an official game mode.
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
arcade modes, they have those every year, and they don't let you play it outside of that because they want us to pay money for the skins. I don't care about the skins. I don't care about the cosmetics. I want the damn gameplay. It's fun. It's fun with my friends.
Like we already paid fucking $60 for the game. I mean, I didn't, but
Jode.
you know,
I
yeah,
didn't
You
either.
paid $60 for Rainbow. You're a fucking clown.
yeah, you're
Yeah, I
crazy.
didn't
You paid
either.
$60 for that game.
Yeah.
No, I paid like 15 for it, and I got
Yeah,
half,
same with me.
half. Yeah, I got half the cool operators, and that's like that
$7.
was it.
$7.
There's one.
Actually, I got Arc for $2 with all its DLC because it was a retarded sale on Steam.
I think I spent a bit more than that. But I don't remember.
You got another question?
Yeah, I do. About to say something. That's why I was quiet.
Oh, you got
Oh,
something
no.
to say?
Oh,
I don't
it
have it.
slipped out. God damn it.
Now you gotta edit it. Haha.
No,
Oh
no.
yeah, you're right. Aha.
Timestamp.
no,
Timestamp.
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 They gotta
Garbage.
say.
Shut up.
They gotta
Shut up.
say. They gotta
Hold
say.
on, let me
from
bring
the
out my
Eminem
calculator.
name.
Okay, so
Right.
Haha.
But
His name. Oh,
but
wait.
okay, 42 minutes in. 42 minutes into the podcast and that happens, so
What do you mean 42 minutes? It's been 5. It's been
13.
5.
It's been 13 minutes. Shut up.
Wake up.
Wake
Wake
up.
up.
wake up.
Wake
Wake up.
Wake up.
Anyway, speaking on the gaming genre, we're gamers,
No,
right?
stop.
We're gamers. What is? Oh, okay. No. This question. Okay, so the question is, what is the? Okay, what is the problem with gaming? So I'm gonna put a
Speak up.
couple examples. So this Fortnite,
What?
right?
We didn't hear the question.
I haven't. No. I know. I'm not saying the question yet. So
Oh,
there's
okay.
there's a couple examples. There's Fortnite, Among Us, like you know what I mean. Fall Guys too. Um, do you guys think it's kind of is it kind of a problem when a game goes popular or mainstream and it gets a bunch of hate like right away? Like
Uh,
Fortnite, I think it's deserved, but that's just my opinion because I felt I didn't like it. It wasn't fun to me at all. Um, and even when I tried to play with it with friends, it just I was just bored. It just didn't bring anything to the
Well-
table. But that's just Fortnite in general. I'm just saying, like, you understand what I mean when Fortnite, Among Us, Fall Guys, when they start getting popular, immediately there is a landslide of hate towards the games. Like, is that a problem or is it the game's problem? Like, is it the game's fault or is it just unwanted or
I mean,
what's the
gamers
word?
can't really,
Undeserved
gamers
hate.
can't really
Fortnite,
handle-
it was the game's fault. Among Us, it was the community's fault, and then Fall Guys, it was a combination of the two.
Yeah. So, like, the way that I look at games like that and the reason they're still popular is just think about it this way. There's probably twice, if not more, 14-year-olds than there are people our age.
Yeah,
So think of it that way. There's
that
so
is
many
true.
there's so fucking many of them that the game games like that with that kind of animations and ease of access just makes it really easy for them to get their hands on and play.
Not even
That's
14-year-olds, like
yeah.
7 and 10.
7-year-olds, yeah. Like I've got a brother who plays it. He's like 10 years old right now, and he plays it. So there's at least twice as many people younger, or like not in our generation, that play that game. And then most of the hate come from people from our generation. That's the kind of stuff we see. Is because games like that just really don't appeal to us, especially free games.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
true.
It's just
Especially because we don't want to be hearing the fucking AC in the background and the squeakers with their Mexican mothers yelling at them.
yeah. So
Yeah.
Ah, you're gonna get in trouble. Ooh,
It's because-
you're gonna get in
Mommy's
trouble.
yeah.
Nobody
No, I'm
cares.
not.
Nobody's gonna listen to this.
No.
True.
Our generation, we're pretty way back, kind of open to a lot of ideas, unlike generation before us and the generation after us. The generation before us are all just like, oh, you can't do that. Oh, you can't do this. Oh, you can't do that. Generation after us is like fucking, oh, we like Fortnite. Oh, like screeching autism noises.
Yeah.
Our generation is just like, I don't know how to describe us, to be honest. I like to think of us as more logical, the more logical and I
Critical
don't know.
thinker.
I can't. Yeah, critical thinking generation.
One sec. Let me go ask my younger brother what he thinks about that statement.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then he's gonna get oh,
Fortnite.
yeah. See,
All right.
that's just how it goes. That's the reason that games like that. It's just it has entirely different communities than us.
Do you think it's gonna be like in our lifetime? Do you think it's gonna become like just a popular trend of like hating on a game right away because it's popular? I don't know, cause it's hard. I don't really know what I'm asking in the question. I'm just like saying like, have you seen the problem and like, do you think it'll become a bigger problem for games in
Well-
general that just come out?
I don't think
I have
Among
something.
Us got hate for itself. Like everybody genuinely enjoyed the game. It was a genuinely fun game. It was the like people taking the content from the game and not taking the piss out of it, but instead making shit posts with it.
Oh.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to get myself like a timer because I feel like this is a Senate 4 hearing where there are like there are no limits to speeches. We need to make this like more of a House 4 like speeches thing where we
2
kind of
minutes
get like time. Yeah, I've already spent my time. Someone else like go. I'm gonna stop talking now.
Okay,
But
I'll go.
Gabe.
Or Nate, you were talking.
yeah, but like with Fortnite, yeah, people enjoyed the game, but the content that was generated by the community was just shit posts.
Yeah, that is true.
And then with Fortnite, they to me seem to have very predatory monetization techniques because their target audience were children that didn't understand the value of money necessarily
Yeah.
and
I didn't think about it
caused
like that.
them to go and spend money not realizing how much money they were spending because it was like, oh, it's only $2. I might as well get 100 of it. It's not going to be that much, but oh, that's $200. That's a lot of money
Yeah.
that you should not be spending on a video game.
On Fortnite.
Yeah, prime example. My brother spent like $300 before our vacation on using my mom's credit card, and
Oh my
she didn't know about it, and then he got in
god.
fucking trouble.
Ooh.
Yeah. I didn't know about any of that stuff either. Man, if
God,
I had known, I probably would have beat the shit out of him.
I hope in the future he looks back at
Sorry,
that and
CPS.
he's like,
No.
like I hope like he learns like in the future he's like, wow, why did I do that? And I hope it haunts him. No, that's mean. I just hope he learns from it.
Yeah, I'm gonna like whenever he grows up, I'm literally going to fucking rub it in his face that he spent half of his like life as a child playing Fortnite, and he's never gonna live it fucking down.
Yeah.
And then to continue with Fall Guys, they didn't really push the monetization of the game very hard. You could very easily just play the game and get the cosmetics that you wanted, from what I could tell. And the community received the game well. You did not generally see a lot of shit posting from it. But what did end up happening is the devs weren't ready for how popular it became.
Right.
So they became kind of overwhelmed and they weren't able to push out content for it in a timely manner where people were able to continue playing and continue to stay engaged with the game. And then later on in its life cycle, when it started to kind of die off, you also saw the rise of a lot of hackers in the game.
Yeah.
And that just caused it to die even faster because uh, the devs were having a hard time dealing with them.
God, imagine
Right.
hacking Fall Guys. Like, how low of a life specimen do you have to be?
Hacking in general.
Now, add on what you were gonna, Gabe.
Well, I actually have 3 things now to say. First of all, I am this is going to sound a little bit controversial to the previous statements that you guys have been making, but
That's okay.
I'm really thankful that Fortnite and Among Us and Fall Guys all exist, primarily because they are free, they are marketed towards kids, and they keep kids away from the games that I play.
Oh,
That
for
is
sure.
something I am so thankful for because I have not had to hear a kid, like a really squeaky, angry kid. I have not had to hear that over a microphone in so long, and I have been so thankful for that. Uh, that's what my take is on that whole setup. It can be as predatory as it wants and on people with credit cards, but to be honest, if you got your kid having their hands on your credit card, that's a damn bummer. That's either on you or your kid being a thief.
Yeah, that was a
That's not
problem
my
in the first place. Like,
yeah, that's not my
game
part.
or not.
Yeah. Uh, number two, the whole generation talk, like, oh, my generation's like this, that generation's like that. I feel like that's something that gets a lot of people down to the point where it's just like alienating each other between our elders and youngers. That's kind of something that is threatening to how we interact with those around us, whether it be our moms, dads, grandma, grandpa, and our little nephews or eventually kids. Being able to look down at them because of where I am, or that papers that were published on the other side of the planet tell me, oh yeah, my generation does more of this than that generation. That makes me better than them. Like, you don't need to say it, but just like listing those ideas off or listing off those statements kind of gives off that idea that you're thinking that. And you don't need to think that. It's just the idea of saying it and reaffirming it with yourself and to those around you, whether it be kids of your generation or people who are sympathetic to that same idea. And also number three, hackers are fucking gay in games. Like, if you hack, you're that's just kind of like you being gay as shit.
It's for the reactions.
It's for the reactions, Lamau. Okay.
Okay,
How
whatever.
would you react when my fist hits your face? Like,
Yeah, like the biggest reaction I've ever given a hacker is kicking them from the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's
Yeah, but-
it's really that simple nowadays. It's like, oh, they're hacking. Okay, let's kick them.
Let's kick him. Yeah.
God.
Like when
That's
TF2
another
had a
thing.
huge bot problem, people just kicked all the bots and
Mhm.
kept playing the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, they're annoying, but like, it's like, oh, a bot.
So, kind of going back to that generation thing, I do have to agree that people around our age do seem to be more laid back and like willing to just go with the flow.
Yeah.
And I do have to agree with that, but like saying that the people older than us are like, oh, you can't do that, do this, do that. I see that more as them as being more of willing to take action. Like they definitely seem like they're more willing to take action against things that they don't like.
Oh yeah.
And while that may be taken to the extreme in some cases, Karen's
Yeah.
Can't wait to have our own brand of those.
Oh God. Overall,
I
Little
mean,
being
Debbie.
we already have
competitive is a
some in our
good thing.
schools.
Little Debbie's. That's what they are.
Little Debbie's. I like that.
And then the generation that's younger than us, they're still kind of finding what their place is.
Yeah.
They haven't really come into what they are going to be as people yet.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, I'm not like trying to alienate any specific generation. I'm just taking the extremes of the stereotypes from each generation. And plus, as of late, for some reason, it would seem anyone from like the generation millennials, not even like boomers, like I could care less about them. The ones that I know are actually pretty cool and chill.
Boomers
I
are
mean,
really
where
old.
where I live anyways, but like millennials, I can't stand to like listen to them especially when they talk to me because it seems like every single one of them are opinionated to the point to where like their tone just becomes condescending. You know, it's kind of like our generation on the other hand, we just kind of have to sit back and say, yeah, like we can't really voice our opinion very much whether or not they have the drive to take action against something or not. It's kind of like their drive to take action is putting down the opinions of their younger generation. So I
Oh, you
think
have
as
X, Y, or Z
yeah,
opinion?
yeah. See, I think our generation has the right to talk shit about their generation because of the way that they treat generations younger than us. I mean, I'm not like gonna pick on younger generations like they don't have time to grow, because of course they do. It's just at the point that they're at right now. It's and on the topic of gaming, they just kind of I don't know. It's just kind of shifted the tide of the gaming industry in a certain direction, and it's not really a direction that I think would be beneficial to everyone.
Giving kids access to the internet was probably the worst thing we could have done when it comes to
Yeah.
preserving anything video game
Exactly.
related,
Exactly.
like
When I-
I think
tablet.
Yeah,
I
when
think
iPhone.
that can also be one of the reasons to be attributed to why we've seen the rise of these games that you pick up for 20 minutes, realize it's shit, and then uninstall it.
Yeah.
Kids are at the cornerstone of all this. It's just the lack of maturity, and I hope that it worries me too about how this is gonna cause like how this is gonna hit their development. Because you remember how we were all set up. We were probably in the last area. Like this isn't about generational stuff either. This is about just how people grow up now. Our world's constantly changing, obviously. Uh, but the primary thing is that. Hang on, Dad.
He deafened himself.
Very serious conversation.
I'm having a serious conversation right now. Go away.
Just
Don't work.
go away.
No, no,
Talking
no, no,
about
no.
how laid back our generation is, and you hear, Dad,
God damn it, Dad! Get in my room!
damn it, Dad.
Yeah, our generation is laid back until you bring up something that we're really passionate about. Then we'll defend it till the ends of the earth.
Yeah.
I hope a lot of people are like that, really.
How dare you talk shit about Master Chief?
God, like that, like, for
Oh,
example,
God.
you know, one of our friends likes Five
Talk
Nights
about
at Freddy's.
blackwashing. Let's get this
Like,
really controversial.
Oh yeah.
when I
that,
say I
that,
don't like
that
them, they
friend
get
of
mad at
Five
me
Nights at
so
Freddy's.
much. They're like they're just like, anyway, Gabe, what were you saying, by the way?
Yeah, go ahead, Gabe.
Sorry, Gabe.
Hey Gabe, you gotta go come look at this thing that the dog's doing. That's a totally normal fucking dog thing. That's what it is. My husky did something completely fucking normal. Like so aggressively normal, but I had to come see it.
I just like it. Like our generation was laid back and Dad.
Oh man. I was
Right?
talking about where was I? I was talking about
You were
development.
talking about how you were, how people grow up in
You're
general
talking
and how the
about
world is
Grown, I
changing.
believe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Yeah.
My primary concern, like compared to how we grew up, we still grew up with the idea of like going out and having park space and shit like that, right? I really hope the whole coronavirus deal doesn't stay because the amount of like social recluses that having a lifestyle like this for more than a year could cause is going to be a very big problem. Not only that, but also just a whole generation's raised inside would be a big issue.
Yeah.
Dude, I'll tell you what, like to combat that issue, if you have a younger sibling and you like turn 16, you're at least 21 or something, take them to a bar. Have them talk to random chicks. Like honestly, that's the cure. That's the cure to the antisocial direction that kids are heading into right now.
In
Like,
short, pussy.
yeah, get them away from Fortnite and like get them to go talk to some drunk chick or
Get
something.
away from Fortnite and get some bitches.
Yeah, let's go talk to some bitches. Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, hey Caleb, come on, let's go talk to some bitches.
Talk to what? Who are they? Oh!
That's pretty good.
You're gonna get some boobies in your mouth. Let's go.
Oh.
Boobs in my mouth.
Booba.
Boobs in my mouth.
But
Booba.
yeah, okay, that was actually really good. I like how we played that out with just I like your guys' point of views. That's why I wanted to do this in the first place. Because gaming as of late, I don't know. Like after finishing a game with you guys, like I'm just like, wow, I want to do more, but there is nothing else. So that's why I just wanted to try this out. Because whenever I talk with you guys, I actually get something from it. Like when I game with you guys, it's kind of repetitive. I freak out on Halo, or if we get the same somewhat reactions. But this one, we actually talk about something, um, and it's just like I don't know. I like you. I like you. I like you. I like you.
Having an overreaching topic to talk about is just really helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last. This is the last question I think for right now, because I can't I will come up with more next time. I'll be more prepared, but this is just an experiment, like I said.
That's solid.
You want to talk about
Yeah.
spooky stuff?
This is almost
No,
exactly an hour now.
that'll. I think the theme of the next one should just be solely spooky stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway, the last question I think I wanted to ask is there. Okay, so humor changes and it's vastly different from every single person. Everyone has different preferences. Everyone laughs at certain things that others don't. Do you think humor in general now
Yes.
is not good,
No one,
or
no
do you
one
think,
laughed at that.
or do
No
you
one
think,
laughed at that.
or do you think our humor is just not good? Because I don't, in my opinion, I think our humor is garbage. Well, and Jeremiah, you're not in because you laugh. You're normal. Me, Xander, based. God damn it. Me, based, Gabe.
Now you
No,
gotta
Nate
joke
too.
again.
Nate doesn't fall into that couple
Him.
too. Well, the three
Little
amigos
chocolate
over here,
Williams.
we laugh at the stupidest things. Like, okay, from my perspective, I think our humor is garbage, and I think it's a problem, and it's gonna get worse. Like, I'm gonna hear a fire alarm, and I'm gonna die laughing because of the sound. It's just-
From what I can
Okay.
tell, as far as humor goes, no. Nate has something to say. Go Nate.
Okay, so
From the top down.
I will give you guys, I will give you credit because one of my other friend groups, this was an experiment I did. They literally said, "Oh, I bet you can't make us laugh with one word." I succeeded. Do you want to know what I said?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Penis.
I knew it. I had it in
Oh
my
my
head.
god. You
I had
said
it in my
penis.
head.
That's all it took.
That's
They
so
all-
aggressively normal.
They
That's
all
so
died
aggressive.
laughing. And if I go and look at the server that they're in, like it is probably the horniest server that I have.
Let's
Bro,
go.
penis, man.
Like they regularly post true NSFW content on there. Like the
Oh,
NSFW
that's-
content that we post on our server, it's definitely NSFW, but it's shit post NSFW. Like
Right.
it's
Yeah,
not
it's like a
just
rose.
straight up
All the
porn.
time.
Yeah, it's like a rose down somebody's pee hole or something like that.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
it's
that
exactly
one,
like that Canadian server. It's
that
exactly
Canadian server
like
is
that.
even worse than this could
Dude.
ever be.
Man, they've
That
got
Canadian
like
server is just
4 different
uh,
channels dedicated to porn.
Really?
God,
Like,
that's
no
that's
Oh,
not
yeah, they do.
healthy.
Yeah,
They
they
do.
do.
That's not
Fucking
healthy, man. um,
Definitely
yeah.
is not.
Humor is I understand that like everyone laughs at specific things, but I don't think our humor's good. Or
Maybe
us
it's
threes.
not. That's our problem.
Yeah, I don't care about it. It's just it's just I don't know. I hope it doesn't get
Honestly, the
worse.
stuff that I used to
I-
laugh at versus the stuff that I laugh at now don't even compare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
Even.
humor. Okay, no, stop laughing. Stop laughing.
Humor.
So
Hum-
humor humor started out like
no,
I
it's
can
good.
imagine it starting at the "why did the chicken cross the road" joke, and then all the normal jokes that you would think would trick people into thinking something entirely different, and then the punchline
Aren't
coming
you
in.
glad I didn't say banana?
Yeah, see, it's like it tricks you into it tricks your mind into thinking that reality is a certain way, and then when they give you the punchline, it's like, damn, wasn't expecting that. It went from
So there's a
to
fly.
yeah, it went from phrasal, like strictly phrasal and in person kind of humor. Laughing at someone getting, a shovel, like you're kicking a shovel or stepping on a shovel and it hitting them in the face or nuts.
Oh,
Like
Oh
rake.
yeah.
yeah, or rake. Yeah, it went
Uh-huh.
from phrasal and physical humor to from what we see is digital and like audio and video humor. That's
Yeah.
that's just it took a shift. It's not like humor has gotten worse. It's just the what do you call that? The medium in which it's portrayed is changed. We think it's stupid. Like you guys may think your humor is stupid or something, but to our generation, like that type of humor is just completely unique. And that's why it's funny.
It went.
But to other generations who grew up in phrasal and physical humor, they wouldn't find it as funny.
it went from why did the chicken cross the road to why did the chungus swouse?
Yeah.
Damn it.
like literally.
Damn it!
why did the chungus swouse?
Yeah.
'Cause you're right. You're
What is
so fucking
spouse?
right with that.
I
Yeah.
don't.
Wow.
Spouse.
Wow.
Dude.
The thing is too.
The,
When I'm on, oh wait, no, Nick,
I'll let you go.
No, you go.
No.
Go. Mine is
No,
like
no, no.
after the topic. You're continuing with the topic. So you go.
No. You were talking first.
you were
Go.
talking.
Oh,
Go.
okay. Okay, so what I was saying also a trend in humor. I've seen that it's starting to recycle itself every like 5 to 10 years. Like the troll face is coming back stronger than ever. Same with only a spoonful, like just old stuff.
I actually have a graph to show you.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
No.
got a diagram written out. Like, damn.
No. It's gonna take me a minute. You guys talk for a sec.
Okay.
But you
I
see what
wonder
I mean
what-
though?
What Mr. Not name is Mr.
Based.
Ward based.
Huh.
What do you have to say about this?
Man.
Man.
Sheila think like at first it started out as a joke, but I think Sheila thinks I'm an eldritch whore.
Well, the way that you stopped with that last word sounds like you're an eldritch whore.
Ha
No, shut up. Stop talking. All right, guys. Thanks for coming to the podcast.
We're not. No.
No, we're not. We're not ending the page.
Man, so much editing he was gonna have to do.
Ahaha.
Why?
Why's it got to keep your name out of it?
Why does he have to keep your name out of it? But
Because
we wanna keep
because
me anonymous.
his character,
Why?
like, and how he is, I think it'd be 10 times funnier when people don't know what he looks like, what he is, what anything about him is.
Oh, I
He's-
see.
He's the kicker.
Yeah,
like,
nobody knows.
he's the-
Nobody
you
can
know his
that I'm
character
actually
in-
Asian.
Yeah, you know the character in the server, like how he plays, like is vastly different from how he's in real life. But I think that's 10 times hilarious of him online, whatever. He's a very
Yeah.
intimidating aura just to be around in general online.
how he's portrayed is what matters.
Yeah,
So-
so I don't want people to be like, oh, he says this joke, but he looks like this, so it doesn't matter. I want them to be like, why does he say this stuff? What does he look like in real life?
What is he?
Like,
what
like
is he
they
doing?
start to get paranoid.
What's he
Doesn't
thinking
seem to
about?
be Asian.
Yeah, he's been quiet for like.
Yeah, he
a
just
lot of-
wishes he was white.
Yeah, he's been quiet for a lot of this podcast, and people are gonna be thinking, "What is he thinking about?" Like we think the same thing too. Don't get us wrong.
Yeah.
We want to know what he's thinking about too.
I mean, really,
Sometimes we
I don't tell you guys because the answer would probably be left unsatisfied.
Oh,
So it's better that you don't know.
Yep.
okay.
Yeah.
I like that version better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that
honestly,
version
to
better,
me,
too.
I'm just like, okay, whatever's gonna come out of his mouth next is gonna be cursed.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's usually how it goes.
Yep.
It's gone from being like, oh god, oh no, what's next to
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, here we go.
no.
It's not even annoying
That's-
either because that's what feeds him. So it's like, okay, damn it.
yeah, he'll say something completely innocuous and he'll be like, oh yeah, have you heard about the new Apex character Double? I'll be like, oh, what?
Wait.
Double? And then he'll be like, double down on this dick. And it's like,
Wait. Okay, so something came up in my recommended on YouTube today, and I actually thought it was pretty okay. I have to give this to Fortnite this one time, okay? It was their new trailer was they featured Sarge and Griff from Red vs. Blue in a trailer, and it was actually pretty good. But you know, it being
That's
a
actually
Fortnite
sick.
trailer and all stuff or
That's
all
actually
that good
sick.
stuff, it wasn't like any cursing or any kind of those normal Red versus Blue jokes, but it was the more softer kind. It was actually decent. I liked it. It wasn't bad.
Everybody hates Griff. Beat the hell out of him.
Yeah, everyone hates Griff. Beat the shit out of Griff. But Simmons wasn't in it. I was pissed.
Simmons is cool. He's like the second character you get introduced to.
Yeah, exactly. Man.
Whatever.
Yeah, but yeah, like respect, honestly, to that. That was awesome. That was like that's a really good example of Fortnite trying to include other people other than just like, you know,
Disney.
Disney.
Minecraft.
Exactly. See? Oh god, don't say Minecraft. Now you're gonna that's gonna be their next update. Just watch.
You want to
Nah,
know
Peter
something?
Griffin.
I predicted all of the characters that were gonna come in Smash.
Oh, did you?
Peter
Yep,
Griffin.
I predicted Minecraft Steve, Sans Undertale. There was one other person that I predicted.
Is that his last name now? Sans Undertale.
Yeah, Sans
I just said that with.
Sans from Undertale.
From's his middle name. If you guys didn't know.
Yeah, bro.
Damn, bro. That's why you never hear from.
I want to
First
slam
name
my
Master,
head against
last
the
name
desk
Chief.
until I'm unconscious.
Man, I can't believe
But
Fortnite.
Gabe, what graph? Did you get it?
Yeah,
Get
go ahead and
ready.
pull it up.
The predator versus prey population graph. In
Yes,
Age of Empires.
this explains it. See, you know how the prey population is fucking huge relative to the predator population, right? There's like 10 rabbits for every fox, and they're off making 10 more rabbits by the time that fox has eaten 2 rabbits. But that's not the point. These guys. So, for example, imagine that the prey population is the meme itself, like the popularity of it. And the predator population
Oh.
is the group of people calling it cringe, calling it shit, calling it used up and old. Like, that's not funny anymore. We can't laugh at that. And as that population goes up, the population of the rabbits goes down. The population of the meme starts going down. The popularity of it goes down. And then everybody forgets about it. And that popularity has time to go up and find itself a new niche. And then suddenly it's back up again. And then in 10 years, it goes back all the way down and it comes back again. Like,
That's
fucking, this happened to
scary.
Doge. This happened to, Doge, Trollface, Wojak. Wojak's actually been around for a while. He's kind of been untested. Or even song popularity, like Tally Hall. That like them, they pretty much fell out entirely of popularity back when almost immediately after they got popular, and then soon enough, like what fucking happened last year, suddenly they had a giant bump in popularity.
Rebecca Black.
Yeah.
God, that's
But
that's weird. It's so weird to think about.
with that graph though, I highly doubt it's like going up and down static, like in a static motion. It's got to be either gradually up and down and the graph itself is moving upwards, or it's up and down gradually going downwards, right?
This is just like the premise of
Yeah.
like explaining just a general.
Yeah.
Like
This is a small jolt of the thing. If you want the entire population chart, that would require way more explaining.
Yeah,
and
that
I
would
don't feel like doing that.
Yeah, that would be a lot of fucking time. That's not what the podcast is about. It's not math time. It's talk time.
Harvard
retard
having
time.
ass.
Retard time, yeah, dude. Let's be retarded. Mommy milkers.
Boobas.
Boobas.
All
Some
right.
more if you go
I'm
to our
ending it
podcast,
here.
go to our
All
Patreon.
That's the end.
But
That's it.
But no, I don't have any more topics to talk about. I would love to do this again. I think we should all
You
just
can-
come up with more
I'd
topics.
like to do this again too.
You can,
that'd be awesome.
yeah, I'd like to do this again. But you can find our Patreon at patreon.com/slipperytea.
How do you like kick him from the call? How do I kick him from the call?
Get him out.
Shut up, guys. I have to end it, alright? But thank
Alright.
you. Did you just disconnect him?
Yeah, I disconnected
No,
him.
move him
He's
back. Move
No,
him
he's
back.
straight up. Oh, there he is. He's
There you go.
oh.
Yeah, I was about to say, don't kick him out. Don't kick him out. Okay, but anyway, thank you, Gabe, Lord Based, Jeremiah, Nate. Thank you for showing up on the podcast today on
I
the
know my name.
Unknown Podcast. Yeah, I'd be
Honestly, you
Dave.
could just call it the Chill Crew.
Yeah, TC.
Dude,
Yeah.
the Chill
TC
Crew. I like the Chill Crew Sing podcast. Okay, I'll think of a name. We'll think of a name. But anyway, thank you guys for showing up. This was fun. We should do it again. I think we should all come up with more topics because I don't think I could come up with the best topics. Well, I think I can, but not many. But yeah, thank you for showing up, and whoever viewed this, thanks for giving us your time out of your day, and yeah, peace.
Hopefully it increased with hopefully it gets better with time, but I honestly can't promise you that. Bye bye.
Yes, everyone
Remember,
say
Yes,
bye.
expect more shit post.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everyone
and
say
remember,
bye
you'll
bye.
find us on Patreon.com.
No.
No.